Chers participants, bon après-midi à vous tous et bienvenue au 5e cours de la formation de l'apprentissage de la langue anglaise. Dans ce cours, nous apprendrons grammar, comparative adjectives, superlative adjectives, future simple, vocabulary, town and countryside, shopping, everyday English directions, writing describing a place, advantages and disadvantages ici. Tout cela avec Dr. Saad Shaghi, membre du corps professoral de l'Université de Midocean. Accordons maintenant la parole à Dr. Saad. Dr. Saad, la parole est à vous. Vous pouvez commencer votre formation.
So, hello everyone. Hope you are doing well. Today, as you see, we're going to study together Lecture 5, City Living. Okay, so this lecture will be divided into 4 parts. Part 1, grammar. So in this part, you are going to learn about comparative adjectives, superlative adjectives, and future simple. In part 2, vocabulary, we're going to study here the differences between life in town and life in countryside, and we will learn vocabulary about shopping. Part 3, everyday English. In this part, we're going to talk about directions. So you will learn how to ask about and give directions. And finally, part 4, writing. In this part, you will learn how to describe a place, and we will also study how to write an advantages and disadvantages essay. So, are you ready? Let's start our lecture. Part 1, grammar, comparatives. Comparatives. One-syllable adjectives, okay? The form is adjective plus er plus than. Example, clean, cleaner than, older, older than. Here you have an example, Cordoba is cleaner than Vienna, or the cathedral is older than the museum. Okay. One-syllable adjectives. You have consonant plus vowel plus consonant. So we double the final consonant plus er plus than. Example, the adjective big, comparative form, bigger than, hotter, hotter than. Here you have 2 examples. Madrid is bigger than Salamanca, or Cordoba is hotter than Granada. Okay. One-syllable adjectives, adjective ending in E, or adjective plus R plus than. Example, safe. We say safer than. Large, comparative form, larger than. Okay, as you see here, you have the adjective safe, which ends in E, and large, it ends in E too. Okay. Example, so New York is safer than Mexico City. Mexico City is larger than Madrid. Two or more syllables adjectives. The form is more plus adjective plus than. Example, expensive. So more expensive than, interesting, comparative form, more interesting than. Okay, example, Madrid is more expensive than Cadiz. Or here, Barcelona is more interesting than Bilbao. Adjective ending in y, so replace y with I, er, plus than. Example, busy, so busier than, pretty, prettier than. Okay. New Delhi is busier than Huelva. This building is prettier than the town. Now, here we have irregular adjectives like good, the comparative form, we say better than, bad, comparative form, worse than, far, comparative form, further than, okay? Example, the traffic in Rome is worse than in London. Now, these adjectives are irregular, okay? More about comparative adjectives. So here you have more examples, more details, okay? So as you know, words are made of syllables, okay? So I explain more. Example, fat, the adjective fat. So this is one syllable adjective. Rabbit, rabbit, okay? You have two syllables, okay? Rabbit. Beautiful, so beautiful. So this is three syllables adjective. Remember, to make the comparative of one syllable adjectives, you only should add er, okay? Short, shorter, older, older, okay? So you have example number one, fill in the gaps, use the comparative of the word in brackets. So who wants to start here, dear students? You have three examples, okay? Can you start? Let's do the first one.
Okay, for those who want to answer Dr. Swat's question, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question de Dr. Swat, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat.
It's simple. You have short here.
Okay, Bohaba, the mic is yours. Bohaba, la parole est à vous.
My house is smaller than yours.
Great. Smaller, yes. Continue, please.
Sarah is younger than Tom.
Bohaba.
Teresa is older. Yes. Teresa is older than John.
Yeah. Thank you. Good answers, okay? So all of these are one syllable adjectives, okay? So you simply add er, okay? I continue. So remember the spelling sometimes changes. So look at the following superlatives, okay? Here you have short adjectives with one vowel and one consonant. For example, big, bigger, fat, fatter, thin, thinner. Adjectives that end in y, like funny, funnier, heavy, and heavier, okay? So write sentences, use comparatives. Who wants to start? Number one. Sentence number one. Yeah.
For those who want to answer Dr. Swad's question, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question de Dr. Swad, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Oui, Nezha, la parole est à vous.
Carol, thinner than Maria.
Yes. Sorry. Can you repeat, please?
Carol,
Mm-hmm.
thinner than Maria.
What is the verb? The verb here in this sentence? Carol.
Thin.
Sorry? Carol is. Carol is, yeah, is thinner than Maria. Yeah. Continue. Number 2. Sentence number 2.
Rod is funnier than Sam.
Yes. 3.
My classroom is bigger than yours.
Mm-hmm. And the last one.
Mary is happy than Joanna.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Adjectives with which have 2 or more syllables always form the comparative with the more. Okay. Example: dangerous, comparative form. More dangerous. Okay. Now complete the sentences. Use the comparative of the word in brackets. Okay. Let's do number 1. Yeah, dear students. Example number 1.
For those who want to answer the question, you can raise your hand or write it down in the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Oui, and go. La parole est à vous. The mic is yours.
Chemistry is more difficult than English.
Mm-hmm. Continue, please.
Brad Pitt is more handsome than Mark Anthony. Frank is more intelligent than Susan.
Yes, and next, the last one, Jennifer.
Jennifer is more beautiful than Angeline.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Here, the following, as I said, adjectives have irregular comparative forms, okay, which are good, okay, better, bad, worse, and far, farther, okay? So, fill in the gaps, use the comparative form of good, bad, and far. We need another participant. Yeah? Wants to answer? Sentence number 1.
For those who want to answer the question, you can raise your hand or write it down in the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Oui, Elhad Ahmed. La parole est à vous. Yes, Elhad Ahmed, the mic is yours.
Right, Italian food is better than American. His handwriting is
number
worse
1.
than
Sentence number 1, Italian food. Italian food.
the Italian food is better than American food.
Yeah. Continue.
His handwriting is worse than Mabel's.
Yeah. Number 3.
My school is farther from here than the park.
Okay, good answers. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Now let's continue with activity number 5. Click on the answer you think is correct. Who wants to start?
Okay, for those who want to answer the
Yeah? Sorry.
For those who want to answer the question, you can raise your hand or write it down in the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Yes, Bouhada, the mic is yours. Bouhada, la parole est à vous.
Argentina is bigger than England.
Okay. B.
Thomas is more attractive than his brother.
Yeah. C.
Villages are more peaceful than cities.
Yes. Okay. Well done. Thank you. Let's continue superlative adjectives. Okay. So remember, superlative adjectives, okay, are used to talk about differences between 3 or more people, animals, or things. Okay. The word "the" comes before the superlative adjective. We form the superlative by adding est to short adjectives, like, for example, fast, the fastest, new, the newest. Okay, you just add est to short adjectives. Okay, now let's complete the sentences and use the superlative of the words in brackets. Okay, who wants to start?
For those who want to answer Dr. Souad's question, you can raise your hand or write it down in the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question de Dr. Souad, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Ewango, la parole est à vous. Ewango, the mic is yours.
Mary is the tallest of all the students. Max's story is the longest story have ever had.
Heard. Okay.
My grandmother is oldest person I know.
Is the oldest person
I know.
Okay, thank you. Remember, the spelling sometimes changes, okay? Like here, as I said, so big, biggest, fat, fattest, thin, thinnest, funny, funniest, and heavy, heaviest, okay? Now, write sentences, use superlatives. Activity number 7. Someone else to answer? Someone else.
Okay, for those who want to answer the question, you can raise your hand or write it down in the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat.
Yeah.
Okay. For those who want to answer the question, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Okay, Elhad Ahmed, the mic is yours.
My dog is the biggest all the dogs in the neighborhood.
Yeah, is the biggest of all the dogs in the neighborhood. Sentence number 2.
Mary is the fastest in the school. Mary is the fastest in the school. John.
You can say Mary is the
John
fattest.
in the school.
Yeah,
Mary
continue.
is.
I can't hear
Mary.
you. Sorry.
Mary.
Yeah, continue.
Okay, you can continue, Elhad. You can open your mic and try to choose a quiet place, please.
Okay. John is the happiest boy in the world.
Yeah, the happiest boy. Okay. Okay, nice. Let's continue. So adjectives which have 3 or more syllables always form the superlative with the most, as I said. Okay, so example, Max's house in the mountains is the most peaceful in the world. Okay. So write sentences. Number 8.
Oh, okay.
Let's write sentences.
Okay, for those who want to answer Dr. Swad's question, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question de Dr. Swad, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Azaribi, the mic is yours. Azaribi, la parole est à vous.
English is the most interesting school subject. My mom is the most beautiful woman I know.
Yeah, next.
Valentina is the most intelligent person I have seen. History is the most difficult school subject.
Where? In your school? You can add, for example, at university or in my school. Yeah? So chemistry is the most difficult school subject. Okay. You don't like chemistry?
No?
Yeah. Do you like chemistry or no?
I like it, but it's not my best
yeah.
subject.
Okay. So is it difficult? Do you agree?
A little bit. I think math
yeah,
it's more difficult.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. This one. Okay, here, let's make some comparatives, okay? So more plus long, adjective plus than. Here, first example, you have online classes and traditional classes, okay? Give me an example. Here, let's make a comparison.
Okay, for those who want to answer Dr. Swad's question, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui s'il vous plaît, soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat.
You can say, yeah? Here I said make comparatives, okay? Use more plus long, adjective plus then. So what do you think about online classes? Yes.
Okay. Azaribi Neza, the mic is yours.
Traditional classes more attractive than online classes.
What is the verb in your sentence? The verb.
Is more is.
Is or are. You have plural here, noun, okay? Plural.
Yes.
Yeah. So we said traditional classes are more comfortable.
More attractive.
More attractive. Than online classes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You can say more comfortable too. Okay. More attractive. In what way? Can you tell me? So in what way are attractive online classes? Tell us.
We can share our opinion easily with our teachers.
Ah, okay.
And
yes.
And we can have just I don't know.
Yeah.
We see each other and we can have a discussion.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Can you continue? Number 2, can you make another comparison here?
Before continuing with Dr. Swat, please, there is an answer in the chat. Eunice, online classes are more boring than traditional classes. And I think that there was someone who raised his hand to answer.
Yeah.
I don't remember who is he. I think that is Owango.
Yes, who's speaking?
Owango, the mic is yours.
Online classes are more difficult than traditional classes.
Okay, so someone else. Okay, let's move on. Let's compare between cinema and TV. Who wants to give an example? Cinema, TV.
For those who want to answer the question, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. For those who want to answer the question, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Cinema and TV, comparatives. Who wants to answer?
Which one, for example, is more interesting? Okay.
Qui veut répondre?
Watching TV or going to the cinema, which one is more interesting? According to you, of course. Nobody? So my example.
Okay, since no one.
Yeah. So my example for me, going to the cinema is more interesting than watching TV. This is my example, okay? Yeah. I continue, okay? What do you think about this example? Ordinary people, celebrities? Yeah, let's make a
For those who
comparison.
want to answer the question, you can, Dr. Swat question, sorry, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question de Dr. Swat, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Hanaï Bouhaba, the mic is yours. Hanaï?
Celebrities is more famous than ordinary people.
Yeah, but you did a mistake here. Celebrities, so it's a plural noun, so the verb takes the plural form, okay? So celebrities are more famous than ordinary people. Yeah. Okay, nice example. Now let's compare between tablets and textbooks. Give me an example.
For those who want to answer the question, you can raise your hand or write it down in the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent répondre à la question, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Let's see who wants to answer. Azaribi, the mic is yours. Azaribi, la parole est à vous.
Reading textbooks more comfortable than reading at tablets.
Reading textbooks, yeah,
more comfortable than reading books on tablets.
Online, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. More examples?
Okay, let's take Hanaï Bouhaba. Hanaï, the mic is yours. Hanaï, la parole est à vous.
Yes.
Hanaï. Hanaï?
Which one is more important, okay? Reading textbooks or using tablets here? What do you think?
Hanaï. So.
Okay, no problem, okay. So we can say...
that we lost her. Let's go back to... Oh, we lost the other one too. So... Since no one wants to answer,
okay.
Let's choose randomly. It's okay? Okay, doctor.
It's okay. So my example is, according to me, textbooks are more important than tablets, okay? So reading books is important, okay? Yeah, we continue. Let's sum up, okay? Okay, so comparative form, we compare two things, two people, two situations, two animals, or whatever. Okay. Example, here you have a pear is more delicious than an apple. Okay, so here we're comparing, okay, two things, okay. John is nicer than Paula. Okay. My Nokia was better than the iPhone. But what if we want to compare more than two things? So here you have three animals, okay? We say the cat Here is the cat. The cat is smaller than the dog. Look at the dog. Okay, so the cat is smaller than the dog. But the mouse here is the smallest animal. Okay, the mouse is the smallest animal. The superlative form, so we use superlative adjective to describe the extreme quality of one thing in group of things. Okay, so we can use superlative adjectives when talking about 3 or more things. Okay, not 2 things. Superlative form is used when talking about 3 or more things. Example. Now, Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth. Delicious. Chocolate is more delicious than lemons. So here we're comparing between 2 things, okay? Sorry. Pizza is the most delicious food. Directions, yeah, okay. Asking for directions in the city, okay. Excuse me, where is the bank, please? Excuse me, could you tell me the way to the bank, please? Excuse me, how can I get to the bank, please? It's easy. So, turn left, turn right, go straight ahead, go straight on, go along the street, go down the street. Take the second turning on the left, take the first turning on the right. The bank is opposite the zoo, or it is next to the zoo. It is between the zoo and the park. It is in front of the zoo. It is behind the zoo. It is on the corner of the street. So this is the corner. It is on the left of the street, as you see on the photo. On the right. This is at the end of the street, halfway down at the beginning of the street. Take the second turning on the right. Take the third turning on the right. Take the first turning on the left. Okay. Where is the museum? So go straight ahead, take the second turning on the right. So this is straight ahead, and this is the second turning on the right. Excuse me, where is the shopping center? So this is the shopping center. You are here, so go along the street and turn left. So this is along the street, and this is how you turn left. Excuse me, can you tell me the way to the church? Okay, so you are here. Go straight on, take the third turning on the left. So this is how you go, straight on, and here you turn on the left. You find the church. And this is here more examples, okay? I continue. This part, so I will keep this part for writing for next session, okay? So our next session, we talk about how to describe a place in English, and also we're going to talk about advantages and disadvantages essay. Okay, so thank you very much, dear participants, for attending today's lecture.
Thank you very much, Doctor. For those who have questions, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui veulent, pour ceux qui ont des questions, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. You can stop your share screen, Doctor.
Yeah, okay. Your questions?
Who got questions, you can raise your hand or write it down on the chat box. Pour ceux qui ont des questions, veuillez s'il vous plaît soit lever la main, soit l'écrire sur le chat. Okay, I think no one got questions. In the end of our lecture, would you like to say something before ending this session?
So I would yeah? Okay.
You can
I would like to say thank you for the students who participated today in our lecture. Okay, so I encourage you to learn English. Okay, to of course speak English. Okay, or you should always try to speak English because speaking is important. Okay, in for you to communicate easily with your friends, okay, or with your classmates. It's important to learn the rules, English rules, okay, in order to be able to write correct English, okay. So thank you very much again for your presence today.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for your effort. Thank you to all participants for attending today's lecture. You can always check out our activities via our account Facebook or website, or also in our WhatsApp group activities. Merci à vous tous pour avoir participé au cours d'aujourd'hui. Vous pouvez également suivre nos dernières actualités concernant les séminaires, formations, ateliers, concours et l'inscription au programme d'études de l'université via le compte officiel de l'université sur Facebook, le groupe WhatsApp des activités étudiantes ou encore le site web de l'université. Merci à vous tous et nous vous verrons, Inch'Allah, le cours prochain, mercredi, à 15h selon l'heure locale de l'Arabie Saoudite. Et vous pouvez également vous inscrire à nos formations via le groupe WhatsApp des activités étudiants ou encore le compte officiel de l'université sur Facebook ou le site web. Ne loupez pas nos formations telles que la formation de préparation à l'examen du DALF ou encore le marketing digital qui aura lieu demain avec Dr. Hala membre du corps professoral de l'Université de Midocean et plein d'autres activités. Merci à vous tous et nous vous souhaitons une excellente journée. Au revoir.
Au revoir, merci beaucoup.